so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. I don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live. I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib and getting money, you gotta ask for it. Tired of complaining. I gotta bitch change my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day these take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it. Ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Wait, set, 53! 41 Mike. No chance! Ozzie!
Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. They had trouble stopping the run last week at a loss, and here it rears its ugly head early.
You're supposed to try and get your confidence going after a loss like that where you gave up big yards running the football. This is not the way to go about it. It looks exactly as it did just a week ago.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. X3, 218, chop. Hey, check it.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Opening minute and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Wait, set, wait, 20! Watch the run, watch the run. It's out, baby, that's Dave's out. Out. Pilot, 64, weak.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Brady completes it to Coleman. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Of course, this building played host to Super Bowl 51, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady and these Patriots came storming back from that 28-6 deficit to shock Matt Ryan to the Atlanta Falcons for yet another Super Bowl title. And now they're back here for this bout. Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Check out, please. 450. General West.
Throwing now is Brady. This is White on the screen. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Go!
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Check three. Kill.
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 31! Hey, 31! Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Off. Mike right here. We'll go Mike forward.
From the 50, it's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Going deep here for Stills. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. He was looking that time for Stills. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
This is Coleman, and he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 12-yard line.
41's coming. 41's a mic. Check tight end. Check cover.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Mike 41. We've got to wedge that. Check. Go Bandit. 41. Mike 41. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. 17-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Patriots 17, Texans 0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run high, and he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Dante Hightower on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back to the ground. This time it's high. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 24. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Watson now to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go! Hey, 66.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
41, Mike. 41. 53, Linda! Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 72.
Brady going to throw. Caught by the tight end, Watson. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, no time out. Line him up.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Here we go.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. It's caught. It's Miller.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Open man is QT, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No, 66.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And he rifles one incomplete. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. And it's 3rd down.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Stills. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. I was going to let this go for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Let's get it!
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I got it! Watch the safety creep! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Hey, hey! Watch the ship! Watch the ship! Check! 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 Kill! 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 Alert blow! Alert blow! Alert blow!
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Well, he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup, 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson setting up the screen for Miller. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Watson with a give to Miller. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here we go. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Set. 19. Mike, 58, right? 59. 54.
Here's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. Brady and Edelman hook up for a big one. 72 yards.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Whitney merciless. In there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
51, Mike. Mike, 51.
Blue draw quarter.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
After the sack on first down, Brady complete to Watson, the tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots get a score closer. Gostkowski the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Kill, kill, kill. 54.
Again, it's Miller. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on. Double tight, guys, double tight. Three down. 58.
Watson on third down. Going deep for Hopkins. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that worked.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Marvin Hall, 77 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. First down, a run with Hyde. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You don't want none. Check 24. Check 24. Hey, 59. Hey, switch gears. No. Hatchet.
Tenth carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run with Miller. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Set. 19. 26.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this down to the 35. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 35. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check hot route. Hot. 24. Under 10. 10. Go. 40's Mike. 40. 24. Yo.
3rd and long. It's Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Tom Brady needing a 4th quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the 4th quarter like they are now. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
Brandon, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You know, I was going to ask if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
It's Stills bringing it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Texans first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run it again with Miller. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Watson, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Brady. He finds Coleman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room. Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
The
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for New England, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.